हेलो। हेलो। हेलो सहन्या।
Hello, sir.
2 minutes, we will start with the class. Just don't take a book, take a rough book, and keep a textbook in front. 1 minute, we will begin. Mm. Mm. Good work. Okay, Sohanya, you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 minute. Volume. Yes. So we will begin. In today's class, we will be discussing climate, climate and adaptation. Okay, so you have taken rough book now with you?
Yeah.
Rough book. Okay, so some points you can make. Adaptation. Okay, so climate and adaptation. Okay, so here first we need to understand uh, what is the necessity of understanding the climate in a particular area. Okay, that, and then how we are adapting to it. Okay, so see, human beings, okay, whatever the human beings are there, okay, humans, okay, so human say he can adapt to the climatical conditions. Okay, because if he doesn't adapt to the climatical conditions, then there is chance of him falling ill. Okay, he may fall ill. Okay, so say suppose in a winter season, you need to keep yourself warm. Okay, because outside the climatical conditions will be cold. Okay, so when the climatical conditions are cold, you need to keep yourself what, warm. Okay, so to keep yourself warm, what you are doing, you are
Sweaters.
wearing sweaters. Okay, and then you are using heater in your room. Okay, and you are taking hot water showers and all. Okay, so this is how you can keep yourself what, warm. And again, you don't eat ice cream in winter season. What
Yeah.
you will do, you will only go with what, some hot
drink.
beverages
Yeah.
like tea, coffee and all. Okay, so this is how you will try to adapt to the cold climate. Okay, understanding. So human beings need to adapt to the climatical conditions. If they don't adapt, then there is chance of what, falling
Falling
ill.
ill.
Falling ill. Okay, so this is why we need to understand the climatical conditions. Okay, now indirectly see this climate. So see, human beings are a living factor. Okay, so it is a living factor. Yes, it is a living factor. Okay, and this climate, it is a non-living factor. It is a non-living. It doesn't have life. Okay, it is not having any life. But this climate, this non-living factor, can affect the human beings, a living factor. Okay, and this relation between climatical condition and humans, we are trying to study it in a scientific way. Okay, we are trying to study how climate will affect human beings and how humans are affecting climate. Okay, so we are trying to study the relationship between, okay, living factor and what, a non-living factor. Okay, relation between what, living factor
Living
and
and non-living factor.
non-living factor. So this climatical condition, weather conditions, all these are what, non-living factors. Yeah.
Non-living.
So when there is change in these non-living factors, it will cause change in the living factor also. That is life. Okay, human beings, animals, trees. Okay, whatever the soil you have, so all will get affected because of the changes in what, climatical conditions. Okay, so you need to have the knowledge about climatical conditions.
Condition.
So one by one, now, so understood why we are studying this chapter.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, because there is human beings and human is depending on the climatical conditions. Okay, because if he doesn't adapt to the climatical conditions, there are chance of him falling ill. Okay, that is what the reason is. Okay, so you need to understand how the climate is changing, and how the change in climate is affecting the human beings, and how you can survive and overcome the different climatical conditions. Okay, so that is what we will be studying in this chapter. Okay, so first we need to understand. Okay, so if you want, you can write a point on this what we have discussed. One sentence you write. Try to write a sentence on what we have discussed.
Yeah.
Try to make your own sentence. So some keywords I have written there. So using
Yeah.
those keywords, try to frame a sentence. What is adaptation and what are climatical conditions?
Yeah.
Okay, completed writing.
Yeah.
What point did you write? Read it out.
First one is humans should adjust with the climate by adopting it. Example, uh,
Uh,
if a person's feel cold in winter season, he'll wear warm things like sweater. He'll eat hot foods like hot water, hot milk, and
not hot. He drinks, not eats.
oh sorry,
He drinks.
okay. He drinks hot water and hot milk.
Okay.
If he doesn't adjust with the weather,
Uh,
he might fall ill.
okay. Yes. Okay. So now we will begin with the next part. Next part. So according to your textbook now, we will try to understand one by one. Okay. Uh, so climatical conditions at in 1 minute. Okay. So see now. So we need to understand 1 minute. Yes. Okay. So see here the next point we will be discussing. So the climatical conditions or the climate of a particular nation. Okay, it is studied by meteorological department. Meteorological, okay, department. So this is the department which is studying the changes in the climate. Okay, so meteorological department. You need to remember this word. Meteorological. Okay, spell it. Try to spell it. Meteorological. So in your note, you write this word, meteorological department, meteorological department, Meteorological. Okay, meteorological department. Okay, so this department, what it does, it tried to study about the climate. Okay, and this is undertaken by Government of India. Okay, so the government will help it So whatever the action it is taking, it is under the government of India. Okay, so it is a government department. Okay, it is just how you have postal department, which is run by yeah, Indian government. Then you have some more government sector, government schools are there. Same way, this meteorological department also is run by government of India. So every country has its own meteorological department. Okay, every country is having its own meteorological departments, and this meteorological department will help us to study weather conditions, weather and what, and climate. Okay.
Climate condition.
See, both the words are almost there is a little difference between weather and climate. Okay, so we need to understand what is weather and what is climate. Okay, okay. So weather, it is for a very short duration. The climate, the changes in the atmosphere. Okay, atmospheric changes we can say. Okay, what we can say is atmospherical or atmospheric changes in a short duration, in a what, very short short duration. Okay, so in a short duration, the whatever the atmospheric changes are taking place, those are coming under weather. Okay, so weather is nothing but it is the atmospheric changes at a place in a short duration within an hour. Okay, within a span of 1 hour. Okay, you can see there is bright sunlight outside, and within an hour you want to go outside to play, it will start raining. Okay, it will start raining. So what is happening? The weather is changing. Okay, weather is changing. So bright sun light was there, but within an hour it will what, start raining. Okay, so what you will say is the weather, there is change in a weather. Okay, so you say there is change in a weather. Okay, but climatical condition, what is climate now? Climate, it is also a form of
Depends on
weather
the
only.
weather.
It is depends on the weather, but it is for a long time. Okay, longer interval of time, longer duration. Okay, so if you want to study a climatical condition of a place, okay, so you need to study it for 4 or 5 years. Okay, or for 25 years. So what you will do is you will try to study the weather conditions, whatever these weather conditions are there, for a span of what, 5 to 10 years or maximum 25 years, and then what we can say, we can decide the climatical conditions of the place. Okay, so say weather conditions, they will change hourly, they will change hourly.
Yeah.
And climatical conditions, they may change once in 25 years, once in 25 years, or sometimes once in 100 years. Okay, so the difference between climate and weather is the change, atmospheric change, which is taking place in what, which is taking place in short interval of time, in shorter
But
duration.
like, is the climate won't change like year by year or month by month, right?
No. Climate won't change. Okay, seasons will change. Okay, climate won't change. Okay, so seasons will change. Okay, so weather will change day by day or hour by hour. Okay, so whatever the atmospheric changes you are seeing day by day, hour by hour, are called as weather changes. Okay, weather changes. But when you study a particular city, now Bangalore, if you study the climatical conditions means they are studying it for 10 years. Okay, so in 10 years they will make a record for what duration the rainy season was, for what duration the summer season was. Okay, based on that they will give you the report of climate. Okay, so climate, it is for longer duration of time, whereas weather, it is only for a short interval of time. Okay, short interval of time, changes that are taking place in very short interval of time. Okay, if you have a textbook, first line they have given a definition. You just try to mark it with pencil. What is weather? Weather, they have given first line. You can see there. Read it once.
Weather is the current atmospheric condition at a place based on temperature, rainfall, wind, humidity, and other factors.
Okay, so see, it is a current What they are saying, current atmospheric change. Current means
Yeah.
at particular instant of time. Okay, now, okay, recent. Within this hour, what is the change? That is called as what? Weather change. Okay. Same way, you can come to the third para there. In the third para, they have given climate. Okay, climate. So read climate definition first time it is.
Well, climate is a general pattern of weather conditions that are observed in a region over a long period of time.
Now over a long period of time. Okay, so this long period, it may be for 10 years or it may be for 25 years or 100 years. Okay, so once in 25 years or once in 100 years, and there may be change in climate. Okay, but weather, what it will do, it will change every year. Okay, weather conditions will change every year. Okay, but
Yeah.
climatical conditions will change after a longer period of time. Okay,
And
that is difference between weather and climate.
climate.
Okay, so weather, when you add the weather conditions for a longer interval of time, you will get the climatical conditions, okay, of the city. Okay. Now, these weather conditions and climatical conditions, they are depending on some factors. Okay, before going to that before going to that, we will be discussing one more word that is called as weather forecasting. Okay, weather forecasting, a very important word here. Okay, weather forecasting. Okay, so what is weather forecasting?
Uh, Today's weather or
Today's
tomorrow's weather.
weather, or they will predict the weather. Okay, forecasting. Okay, in weather forecasting, what they will do is, and they will try to predict the weather. Okay, they will try to predict the what weather for a week. Okay, for a week. So in your book, there one more picture is given. See in the first page. In the first page, they are giving the one more picture. There they have given all the weekdays temperature. Okay, you can see that. So there, according to that, they are asking the question there. Okay, which is the best day to go out for a picnic?
Okay.
See there, which day the weather conditions are good?
So I think Sunday because sunny.
It is sunny. Okay, so Sunday the weather conditions are good. Okay, so Sunday the weather conditions are good. Whereas if you see the other days, there is chances of rain. Okay, there is
Yeah.
chances of rain. Okay, so if there is chances of rain, it doesn't mean that you can't go out, but you
Yeah.
need to carry the required umbrella and raincoats with you. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is what. But on Sunday, the weather conditions are good. Okay, so this is how weather will help you.
But
Uh,
I have a doubt. But how do people find the weathers of the week or the next day? Like how do they?
that only, that is what the meteorological department is doing. Okay, this meteorological department, what it does is, it will collect the satellite images. What it will do, it will collect the
Satellite.
satellite images of a particular place. Of
Okay.
a particular place. Okay, so based on that, we will study. Okay, whether the clouds. Okay, when you will get the satellite image, then you will get to know whether that area is surrounded by clouds or whether there are no clouds, whether there is some storm in the nearby ocean. So based on that, they will predict what may be the weather conditions next 6 days or 7 days. Okay,
Yeah.
so satellite images. Okay, so most of the satellites now, Chandrayaan 3 was launched. Okay, so it is giving us the weather conditions of the moon. What are the climatical conditions on the moon? So this is how the meteorological department of India also has some images from the weather. Means the satellites which are studying about the weather. So based on that study, they are able to predict the climatical conditions for the next 6 or 7 days. Okay, understood. So
Yeah.
the image what you are getting is same. Okay, so based on that, they will create a chart for 1 week and they will send it to the various apps. Okay, on mobile. Okay, and on mobile you will get to know what may be the weather conditions. Okay, so we have understood which department is studying about the climate. That is meteorological department. Then we understood what is the difference between weather and climate. Okay, weather and climate.
Climate.
Okay, So now see there may be a question. All we are studying on the same planet, Earth. Yes, sir. But
Yeah.
from country to country, why the climate conditions will change?
I think it's
Or by
because of
or from city to from one city to another city, why the climatical conditions vary?
it's because of their surroundings.
It's not because of the surroundings. Now, so to understand this question, we need to study the factors which are explaining this. Okay. So see, there are a few factors which are affecting the climatical conditions. Okay, or the weather of the place. Okay. So in your book they have given three factors: temperature, humidity, and rainfall. Okay, temperature, humidity, and what? Rainfall. So in this discussion, if you want to make any point from here, you make and see in your notes. Already have read the definition of weather and definition of climate.
Yeah.
Okay, so leave 3 lines for the definition of weather and 3 lines for the definition of climate.
Climate.
Later you note, write it down on your test. After the class, you write it down. Okay. Next part, see. Next part. So we will be discussing factors affecting which are affecting the climatical conditions. Okay. Now we will be discussing about the factors. Okay, factors which are affecting the climate or weather of a place. Okay, so one by one we will discuss factors. So first factor is temperature. Okay, the first factor is temperature. Next, second, it is humidity. Humidity. Okay, and third, after humidity, the third factor is a rainfall. Okay, the third factor is what? A rainfall. Okay, so these are the three factors. Okay, so one by one we will study what is temperature. Okay, so first we will discuss what is a temperature. So according to the textbook definition, it is the measure of what? Hotness. Okay.
Maximum and minimum.
Hello. Okay. So temperature is what? Amount of heat. Okay. It is the amount of heat contained in the atmosphere. Okay. Amount of heat contained in
Contained
the
in the
atmosphere.
atmosphere.
With a pencil, you can mark that definition there. Okay. What is temperature? Okay. What is a temperature? Okay. Amount of heat contained in the what? Atmosphere. Okay.
Yeah.
So see, when you are drinking a coffee or tea, what do you drink? Coffee, tea,
No, none of those.
milk.
Yeah, milk.
So see, when your mom will get a cup of milk to you, so you will say whether it is, if it is, if you after touching it, you will get to know whether it is hot
Hot or
or
cold.
whether it is cold. Okay. So the what you are doing, you are trying to measure that. You are trying to measure the degree of what? Hotness. So the degree of hotness is nothing but the temperature. Okay, it is nothing but what? A temperature. So the what we can say, the heat contained in the atmosphere. Okay, the the
The atmosphere.
heat contained in the what? Atmosphere is called as what? Temperature. And there is a device to measure the temperature, and that is called as what?
Thermometer.
Thermometer. Okay, so thermometer is the device used to measure the temperature. Okay, it is used to measure temperature. Now, in meteorological department, there are specialized thermometers called as minimum and maximum
Maximum.
thermometers. Okay, minimum and what? Maximum
Maximum.
thermometers. So this minimum and maximum thermometers, what they do is, okay, they will
To
give
measure
us
the temperature.
minimum temperature and maximum temperature. Both they will record. Okay, they will record us both the minimum temperature also and the maximum temperature in the particular on that day in a particular place. Okay, in a particular place. So you see, you can see in that weather report there on the first page, they have given 18 degree, and next they have given again what on
Uh,
Sunday. On Sunday, what they have given? 18 degrees given, and again
29 degree.
29 degree. Meaning is 18 degree is the minimum temperature on that day, and 29 degree is the maximum temperature on Sunday. Understanding?
Yeah.
So, so these temperatures, these thermometers are used to do that. Okay, to record the minimum temperature and maximum temperature of the area. Okay, understood? So the first factor is what? Temperature. The first factor, the important factor is a temperature. So based on temperature of a place, based on temperature of a place, the weather conditions will what change. Okay, and side there they have given the picture of the thermometers in the
Yeah.
book. The picture is given, which is helping us to understand the maximum temperature and
The minimum temperature.
temperature. Okay, and then my dictionary there one word they have given, that is forecast. Forecast means what? To predict.
Predict or estimate. Estimate something.
Or estimate something. Okay, so before the thing is happening, you are able to predict tomorrow the climatical conditions. It may be there may be heavy rainfall in Bangalore. Okay, so
Yeah.
tomorrow there. So what you are doing, you are trying to predict it. Okay, so by being in today, you are trying to tell about tomorrow.
Predict,
Okay.
yeah.
That is called as forecasting. What it is called? Forecasting,
Forecasting.
or you are predicting. So the
Yeah.
prediction may be true or it may be false.
Yeah.
Sometimes the chances are there. Okay, so but if meteorological department has studied it properly, then no problem. Okay, then as per their report only the rainfall will be. But if it has not studied, just it has put some wrong report, then the prediction may what change. Okay, the prediction may change on the day. Okay, so it is just a prediction or it is a estimation. So forecast is nothing but what it is, a estimation or a prediction. It
Prediction.
can't be true 100%. Okay, it can't be true 100%, but it will be close to the truth. It will
Yeah.
be close to the, it will be close to the reality. Okay, but sometimes it may change. Okay, sometimes it may not change. Okay, so now see how temperature is affecting us. Okay, how temperature is affecting weather conditions. Okay, so here they have given us an example. Mm, So see, so the example for understanding the temperature is, okay. So see, during the sunrise, okay, during the sunrise and sunset, during the sunrise and what? Sunset, uh, the temperature is less. Yes, no? The temperature is less.
Less.
Okay, but in the afternoon time, okay,
The temperature is
the, uh, in the afternoon time, the temperature is what high. Yes, the temperature is high. Now, why is it so?
Is it because that sun is in the middle at the noon?
Okay, so
The
for that
sun.
again, so now just try to remember during sunrise and sunset, the temperature is low. That is, the temperature is minimum, and during the afternoon time, the temperature is what high. Okay, so because of that, the weather is getting what changed. Okay, it will change. Okay, so temperature is affecting the weather. Okay, temperature is affecting the weather. So
Weather.
next, so this is the first factor. Next, second factor. Now, second factor, we need to study about humidity. Okay, so likewise, see, heat contained in atmosphere or in water, air. Okay, so whatever changes are taking place, they are taking place in your atmospheric air. Okay, air is surrounding us, no? Air is surrounding. So if heat content in the air increases, temperature increases. Same way, if water content in the sense water vapor, Okay, here it is water vapor. Okay, water vapor.
Vapor.
So while boiling the water, you might have seen a type of gas is coming out. Okay, once the water warms, okay, then a gas, there is a
Yeah.
formation of what you can say, fog type appearance will be there on the surface of the water. Okay, so that is nothing but what water vapor. What it is, water vapor. Okay, and during sunrise and sunset, during sunrise, early sunrise in the winter season, you can see tiny droplets are present on the leaf of the plant.
Yeah.
So those are again because of the water vapor. Okay, water vapor present in the air. Okay, so the amount of water vapor present in the air is called as humidity, or it is called as what?
Humidity.
Humidity. Amount of heat present in the air is called as temperature. Same way, the amount of what? Water vapor. Okay, water vapor present in what? Present in the air is called as what? It is called as humidity. What it is called?
Humidity.
Understood? What is the humidity? Next page in your book, the definition is given. First line. What is humidity?
Humidity
Humidity
amount of
is the
water
amount of water vapor in the air. Okay.
in
So in temperature, we are measuring heat. In humidity, for measuring humidity, we are measuring what? Water vapor present in the air. Okay. Amount of water vapor present in the air. Okay. So again, one more this they have given. One more definition you need to know, that is saturated air. Saturated air. Second line they have given the definitions here. But read it once and I will explain.
uh, the air holding the maximum amount of water vapor at a particular temperature is called saturated air.
It's called as what? Saturated air. The air holding the maximum amount of water vapor. Okay. So in a daytime, okay, water vapor present in the air may vary. It may change. Okay. But out of that changes at a particular time, the air will contain maximum amount of water. It will consist of what? Maximum amount of water.
Water.
That maximum amount of water is called as what? Saturated air.
Saturated air.
It is called as what? Saturated air.
Saturated air.
Saturated air is a type what? It is a condition in which the amount of water
Water
vapor
vapor at a
is
particular
maximum. Okay. So if the amount of water vapor present in air is maximum, then it is said to be what? Saturated air.
saturated.
So that definition may be asked in the exam. So once again, try to read it. Now you will understand it.
The air holding the maximum amount of water vapor at a particular temperature is called saturated air.
Okay, so the air which is holding maximum water vapor. Okay, maximum water vapor at particular interval of time. Okay, is called as what? Saturated water. Okay. Now to study humidity, we use the saturated air. What do we do? We make use of what? Saturated air. Saturated air. Okay. So to understand, so to measure this humidity, instrument is given there. The name of the instrument is hygrometer. Okay. HY, hygrometer. HYGROMETR. Okay. So that is the name of the instrument used to measure what?
Hydrometer.
Hygrometer. Okay. HYGRO. Okay. Hygrometer. Hygro hygrometer and GRO is the name to measure of the instrument. It is used to measure what? Water vapor. Okay. So how the hygrometer measures? Okay. So relative humidity is the amount of water vapor in air when compared to the amount of present in the saturated air at a particular temperature. Okay. So this is the hygrometer. What it does is it tries to compare two things. Okay. It tries to compare water vapor in air. Okay. With water vapor in saturated air. Okay. So the ratio of this is called as relative humidity. What it is called? Relative humidity. Okay. Water vapor present in air in a particular city divided by what? Water vapor present in saturated air. Okay. It will give us the what? A relative density. What it gives? Sorry, relative humidity. Okay, and that is the definition of relative humidity. Okay, so humidity is amount of water vapor. Relative humidity is it is comparison of two things. It is water vapor present in air and water vapor present in what? Saturated air.
Saturated air.
That is called as relative humidity. Relative means you are trying to relate it with some other person. Okay, so Sahanya, I am relating Sahanya with another student in his class. Okay, and I can say Sahanya is tall compared to her friend. Okay, so what I am doing, I am trying to relate. Okay,
Yeah.
so when you try to relate the water vapor present in air with the water vapor present in saturated air, we will be getting the value of what? Relative humidity. Okay, understood what is relative humidity?
Yes.
Water vapor present in air with what? We are comparing water vapor present in air with water vapor present in saturated air.
Yes.
Okay, so that is called as relative humidity.
Humidity.
Relative humidity. And then the last factor here what we are studying is
Rainfall.
rainfall. Okay, rainfall. Okay, amount of rain. Okay, amount of rain city is receiving. Okay, particular city is receiving. Okay, so based on the rainfall also the weather conditions are what changing. The weather conditions are changing because of what? The rainfall. Okay, rainfall. Now, how you are getting rainfall? How you are getting rainfall?
The
Okay,
sun evaporate.
what will happen? There will be pond and seas. Okay, so and when a bright sun falls on this, okay, when bright sunlight falls on the what pond and oceans, what will happen? Water
It will
vapor.
evaporate.
Water vapor is formed. Water vapor, and this water vapor it gets evaporated. Water in this will get evaporated, and it will form clouds. It will form what?
Cloud.
Okay, and then with the help of the formation of clouds, it will result into what? A rain. It will result into a rain.
Yeah.
Okay. So during summer season, what is happening? Water is getting evaporated and get converted into what? Clouds.
Clouds.
And as this water vapor is reaching the higher atmosphere, rises in the atmosphere, there is cold temperature, and because of that cold temperature, whatever the gas was there, that will get converted into clouds. Okay, and these clouds will result into what? Rain. It will result into rain.
Rain.
Okay, so now this raindrops you can see the raindrop. Okay, they are in this form. Okay, yes, they are in the form of what? Parachute. Okay, you have seen parachute?
Yeah.
Parachute. Okay, the this is parachute. The exactly reverse of that is nothing but what? It is a raindrop. Okay.
Rain.
So now a raindrop, it may be a tiny drop or it may be a collection of drops. Okay. Okay, it may be a tiny drop or it may be a collection of drops. So this raindrop is in form of what? It is form of a parachute. Okay, it is in a form of what? A parachute. Okay. We can measure now rainfall. Okay, so there is an instrument which is used to measure what? Rainfall. And what is that instrument used to measure rainfall? It is rain gauge. What it is called? It is called as a
Rain.
rain gauge. A rain gauge.
Gauge.
Okay. Gauge. It is called as a rain.
But if they try to, it looks very small. Like, how do you even measure?
Here I have not got a perfect picture of that.
No,
Just
like,
just you can take the textbook to the.
yeah, like
Just try to.
it's shown like this.
It is looking like a funnel, no?
Yeah, funnel.
Funnel. Okay, keep I will explain. Okay. And then that funnel water is getting collected in a jar.
Yeah,
There
it's
is a jar side by. Not that clear. You send me the picture on the group in the 7th standard group. You send me a picture.
yeah.
You have mobile with you.
No, it's
Later you can send. Now I will explain you what will happen. Okay. So what they will do is they will keep this what rain gauge. Okay, whatever this rain gauge is there, no? This rain gauge, I think it is just like a funnel. Okay, it is just
yeah,
like a funnel. Okay, and then there is a jar, I think. Here. Okay, so on this jar there will be a measurement. Okay, there is a measurement there.
yeah,
So
like
what
that.
will happen? So this weather department of a particular city or place, it will keep this water, this rain gauge outside, that is in the atmosphere. So on a particular day, whatever the rain is falling in one particular area, it will get collected. Okay, and very small portion only will enter. It's not that it's raining at very high speed, it will be full. It is not like that. Only some drops of water will enter this. Okay, based on whatever the water drops I have entered this. Okay, they will get to know some measurement. So in how they will do is they will try to measure in 1 hour to what extent the jar is in 1 hour, what to what extent. So if the jar gets full quickly, then they say the intensity of rain is more. The intensity of what rain is more. Or if the jar doesn't get full in the complete day, then they say intensity of rain is what less. Okay, so if the intensity of rain is more, then it will result into floods and all. Okay, floods and all that situation. Okay, but if the intensity is less, then there is no problem. Okay, so
Yeah,
based on that, they will study it. They will not study it for only 1 day. They will study for more days. Okay, and based on that, they will come to a conclusion. Okay, they will find out a result. So in Bangalore this year, the rainfall will be 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter. So like that, they will give the output. Hmm. And see on YouTube also you try to browse this. You
yeah.
try to browse this once again to get a proper idea. Okay. So once again we will discuss the factors. The first factor which is affecting weather is, which is the first factor? Temperature. Yes. The first factor is
Temperature.
temperature. So temperature. What is temperature? It
So
is the amount of heat. It is
it
the amount of
contained
content in the air.
air.
Okay.
Yeah.
How we are measuring the temperature?
Thermometer.
Instrument used to thermometer. Okay,
Yeah.
and then one example we discussed: sunrise and sunset, the temperature will be low. At afternoon, the temperature will be what? High.
And
And next, the second factor is
humidity.
humidity. In humidity, what will
Water
happen?
vapor.
Water vapor. Okay, water vapor. The amount of water vapor present in air is called as what? Humidity. And to
Humidity.
measure that, there is an instrument called as what?
Hygrometer.
Hygrometer. Okay, hygrometer. Then we came across two words: saturated air and relative humidity. Saturated air and what? Relative
Relative humidity.
humidity. So saturated air, it is the maximum amount of what? Maximum amount of water vapor present in air is nothing but what? Saturated air. Okay. The air which is containing of maximum amount of water vapor
Water.
is called as saturated
Saturated
air.
air.
And then when we take the ratio of this water vapor in air with the water vapor in the saturated air, we get to know the relative, what it is called. It is called as the relative humidity. Okay, it is called as the relative humidity.
Relative.
Relative humidity. So we are relating two water vapors. That is water vapor in air with the water vapor in saturated air. Okay, so these are the two. And then the last one is rainfall. Okay, rainfall, how the rainfall is occurring because of the evaporation process. Whatever the water is present in the lakes and oceans, it rises to the higher strata of the atmosphere where clouds are formed. Okay, and it will result into what? Rain. And these raindrops are in form of what? A parachute form. And the instrument used to measure rainfall is
Rain.
what? A rain gauge. Okay, a rain gauge.
Right.
Next, okay, So see, okay, real, then let us investigate. So those some activities are given there in the book. You can read it later. Okay.
Yeah.
So that real world and let's investigate. You read it later in that column. Okay. And then we can read the next line there. Next para you read. Water vapor.
Yeah.
Read that.
Water vapor returns to the ground in other forms as well. When rain freezes into ice as it falls, it forms sleet. When water droplets in clouds turn into ice crystals, they fall as snow. When the crystals form in large clumps, they fall as hailstones. The different form in which water in the atmosphere falls back to earth are preferred to precipitation.
Precipitation. So rainfall is only the amount of water which is falling back. Okay. So water in which form? Liquid form. Okay. Water in liquid form is coming back. That is nothing but what? Rainfall. Okay. It
Yeah.
is nothing but rainfall. Okay. So whatever water droplets are coming back to the earth, that measurement is called as rainfall. But water, it will what reach earth in form of snow, in form of hailstorm. Okay, and this process is called as what? Precipitation. Or it is called precipitation. Precipitation means the water vapor is reaching the earth in form of what? Snow or in form of what? Hailstorm. Okay. So this process is called as what? Precipitation. Okay, precipitation process. Okay, and then the next factors affecting the climate of the place. Okay, climate of the place. I told you weather is changed hourly basis. Okay, based on every hour, the weather conditions may change. Okay, and which are the three factors which are affecting weather? Temperature, humidity, and what? Rainfall. And these are the three factors which are affecting the weather. Okay, now next we are studying the factors which are affecting the climate, which are affecting the climate. Climate. Okay, so and climate I told you it is a general weather conditions. It is the general weather conditions for a longer duration of time. It is for a longer duration of time. Okay, so that we will study. That is the first point there we are studying is the first point is a solar radiation. Okay, which radiation? Solar radiation. So solar radiation is affecting the solar radiation is affecting the climatical conditions. Okay, so that we will study there. We need to understand the figure there. Okay, the figure picture is given there in the page 101. There is a picture given. So we will discuss that. 1 minute. Okay, now see solar radiations. Okay. How solar radiation? The next is solar radiation. So how solar radiation is affecting the climatical conditions. Okay. So now see there is a figure given over there. Okay. So you can see sun is at the middle. Okay. Sun is at the middle, and then you can see the earth is revolving around the sun in elliptical orbit. It is called as elliptical orbit. Okay, it is not a circular orbit. It is which type of orbit? Elliptical orbit. It is called elliptical orbit. Elliptical orbit is nothing but X shape. Okay, X shape. It is called as X-shaped structure. It is called as what? Elliptical orbit. Okay. So now you can see that. So you can see that in the figure there. Here just I am trying to draw a rough figure. You can see it in your textbook. Okay, so I have drawn this figure. So see here, this is the center of the sun. So from center of the sun, see at this point and at this point, okay, the length is more, the distance is more. Okay, so distance between this what point A and what point B. Okay, from the center of the earth is what more. Yes, no. But
Yeah.
when you compare the same distance at C and what D, if you see this distance and this distance, okay, you can see the distance between the center of the earth and point C and the distance between the center of the earth and what point D is
Point D.
less,
Yeah.
less compared to A and B. Okay, so when the earth is present at point A and point B, the distance between the center of the earth and what center of the earth and the position of the earth
Yeah.
is more, is more. So when the distance is more, the chances are for winter season.
Okay.
Okay, the chances are for winter season and rainy season. Okay,
Yeah.
because distance is okay. Distance is more means the temperature will be less. What will be less? Temperature will be
Temperature will
less.
be less.
It is just like say there is a teacup. There is a hot coal here. Okay, hot coal.
So is the Indian is India in the southern part of the earth or the northern part of the earth?
It is in the northeastern part. Okay,
Oh,
northeast, north
then
part of it.
so we'll be having winter, right?
Uh,
Right. Like if the in the point A, we'll be having winter then.
Still, I need to explain you.
Yeah.
So this is only I am explaining you the positions, two positions. Okay. Now just try to remember when it is at point A and point B, the chances are there of having winter and what rainfall. Okay,
Okay.
winter season and rainy season. Okay. Now when the points are at what when the earth position of the earth is at what D and what D and the point C. Okay,
See.
D and the point C. So here the earth chances are there for experiencing summer. Okay, experiencing summer. Okay. So now see the earth is exhibiting two phenomena. One is rotation. Okay. Another one is what? A revolution. Okay. So because of the revolution, you will get seasons. You will get what? A
Season.
season. Okay. And because of the rotation, you will get day and night. So because of the rotation of the earth, you will get every day 12 hours daytime, 12 hours night.
Okay.
Okay. Because of the revolution, you will get what? Seasons. Okay. So now according to this figure there, you need to understand because of the elliptical shape of the orbit of the earth, we are experiencing different types of what seasons. Okay. So the season, if the temperature is less, the chances are for winter season. If the temperature is more, the chance is for what? Summer season.
Summer season.
Summer season. Okay, understood. Okay,
Yeah.
so just remember these points: A, B, C, and D. Okay, and the further explanation again we will continue in the next class. Okay, so whatever we have studied in this class, you just try to make points of this. Okay, and you need to know the definition of weather, climate. This is your homework. Climate, weather, climate, then temperature, then
Meteorology.
humidity, rainfall.
Yeah.
Okay, all this time. And in humidity, there are two more definitions: saturated air and relative.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are all you need to. Okay, factors affecting climate we have completed. Next, we need to understand factors affecting climate. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the first factor we were discussing, that is solar radiation. Solar radiation.
Yeah.
Again, we will continue this
Radiation.
discussion. Just try to share proper screenshots of this. And
Yeah.
pictures are not visible in the PDF what you have sent. Make proper screen photos of that and send. Okay.
Yeah.
In the next class, we will continue from solar radiation. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Bye.
Hmm.